YouTube, it's your boy Jake Gutter in the building. Today we is finna talk about the new Soul Gear and which ones you should acquire and how they're all looking. So let's get into it and let's check it out. Alright, now Lance, he's not really too good in guild raids. Soul Gear doesn't really make him valuable for guild raids also still. His first one, the crown, it increases skill damage by 8.7%, which is not really much. On level 5 and 10, decreases movement by 1 max. That's not really helping out too much. Additional effects, the passive effect increases Lance max HP by 20% upon activation. So with all that, he's still not too valuable. I would still go with Bearman over him, so definitely don't waste your Soul Gear on him. Next up, we got Henry. Henry's still trash in guild raids. He is unused. Some people might find a use for him. His Soul Gear, it increases skill damage by 19.2%, and on level 10, it increases skill attack / effect range by 1 tile. And then his other one additionally increases defense by 2200, attack by 12%, for his passive. So, that still does not make Henry, valuable for guild raids. So definitely don't use him. He's trash. It's garbage. Now my dude Lee, man, we've been waiting for this. Lee's Soul Gear here is a fucking must. You gotta have it. You need his Valkyrie Orb, which it increases his skill damage by 20%, which is fucking huge on his third skill. Now, as far as his wings go, that's not really too valuable because you would have to keep a healer on him to really activate his passive. So don't really bother with it, but I just got him anyways just because they look cool. Now here's somebody who got a really big upgrade was Pony here. The ignore defense by 8,000, that's pretty fucking OP. And if a character has 2 or more buffs from active skills at the beginning of each turn, additionally restores HP by 8%. I could see Pony being valuable in guild raids now, especially with the Soul Gear. So there might be some situations to where Pony could maybe tank it out. So that might be something worth investigating. Alright, next person, Lily here. I think that his is a must over here. It increases skill damage by 20%. We don't really care about that. Additionally increases push distance by 1 tile. Now that is the kicker. It increases push distance by 1 tile, which is fucking OP as a motherfucker. So as far as that goes, now you got to keep in mind that that won't mess up any of the current strategies because you could unequip it and equip it when you want to. So on some days, the extra push might actually come in handy. So we might be able to work out some better strategies for some of these bosses. So that's a must get right there. 100%, you must get that. Lee's Orb, 100%, you must get that. All right, now let's talk about Klein. I'm really excited about Klein's new Soul Gear here because I feel like I might bring him back to my Battle of Honor because it increases his confusion chance by 20%, which I think bumps him up to like 80% confusion. Not even quite sure. That's pretty fucking OP. So that's just amazing. And the additional effects for every 10% HP lost, attack increases by 800, which is fucking ridiculous. So that's like when it gets down to like 30%, most people run an Arrogant Pureblood set on him. He's gonna have an additional like 5k-ish attack, which is fucking retarded on his passive, which is fucking amazing. So look for Klein to make a steady comeback in people's Battle of Honor team. His Soul Gear is OP. I would definitely get that. As far as PvP goes, I feel like his is a must. Guild raids, I don't really use Klein too much. Sonic Boom it increases the chance of instant death by 3.5. I could maybe see him being somewhat valuable, maybe in like DB runs if you have hard times killing people, and you could just go in there and fucking try to throw the Hail Mary on their ass and fucking send Sonic in there and see if he can kill some people for you. And if it doesn't work out, just restart it until it fucking does. I believe that increases his skill chance to like 10%, which is still really low, but hey, it could probably work. Additionally, increases crit rate by 350 and critical damage by 2.5% per move tile count. So with that, if you had like a movement set on him, I can see him being valuable in Tower of Dawn 110. He'd probably be pretty OP there. But rather than that, Sonic's trash. Shakura here, oh man, there's still no saving him. He's got the same increased chance of instant death by 3.5%. So that brings him up to 10%. And yeah, just his passive increases skill damage. For a second skill, it increases skill damage by 14.5% and defense by an additional 2,040. He's still trash. Guild raids, he's still trash. PvE wise and PvP wise, he's just trash all around. Fucking dude sucks. Electra here, she fucking sucks. They gave her a huge increase. Look at this. Look at this on her third skill. It says increases skill damage and increases allies recovery by 38.4%. That doesn't matter. She's still trash. And the other one here on her passive increases damage by 19.5%. Still fucking trash. I wouldn't use her in guild raids or anything. So definitely do not waste your books on getting her any soul gear. That's just not going to work out for you. Next person we got up here is my dude Zero. Now Zero, never really liked him too much until guild raid started. On the Musaka day, he's good to put in there to give you the water walk. So and he's good for overkill actually. You know, I put him over there and he just fucking does the damn thing. So additionally increases ignored defense by 8,000, which is pretty fucking OP on his third skill. And then over here on his passive, the passive effect additionally ignores 2,200 enemies' defense upon activation on level 10, increases movement by 1. So, I mean, he's pretty fucking OP, man. Would I recommend getting it? No, because it's not going to make or break you. But if you get to the point to where you have an ass load of books lying around and you want to go to spending them, you could get it. It's not really going to make or break you, though. All right. Next person we got up here is Musaka. Now, Musaka over here, Moose, he got his regular soul gear. I mean, it's not the bloody kind, but I do like these because for the people in the guilds who are like not as strong and they can't make the proper, golden tiger with the high defense Musaka for those days to where he's being utilized. His wings here, this passive increases max HP recovery by 3.2% per one enemy in the skill area of effect. That's fucking OP. That's pretty fucking OP right there. So that will help you sustain life for sure if you're having trouble with your Musaka mercenaries staying alive. So I would definitely recommend getting that. Even if you do have the Noblesse one, still get that one because there could be, like I said, if you have trouble keeping them alive, that's going to hold you down right there. All right, now we got Rask here. Her soul gear, I still don't see her as being valuable in guild raids. She's pretty good, like PvE wise. If you want to put a Klein set on her and put a movement set, like I used her for a Tower of Dawn a couple times. She's pretty good that way. But rather than that, I mean, she's just all around pretty shitty, pretty terrible character. So her soul gear here, it increases skill damage by 7.5% and additionally increases weakening effect by 4%. Which would be good as far as PvE goes. And it says additionally increases resistance by 4% on her passive. Which, PvE wise, that could be something. Poor Frank, the motherfucking tank over here. This nigga's hurting. They should have gave him some super broken soul gear to please help this man out. But if for the Frank lovers out there, I know there is some people who do like to play Frank. Fucking use him, go for it. Get his soul gear. You know, for guild raids, he's actually not bad at all. I've utilized him on the day of when you got to use scissor heroes, and he did a pretty good job. But anyways, his third skill increases skill damage by 14.2%, which is pretty good because all of his damage multipliers on his skills are pretty low. His second one here, the wings, the second skill increases damage by 14.5% and increases the chance of decreasing enemies' movement by 40%. That's pretty damn huge. So you're gonna decrease their movement for sure. I wouldn't recommend getting it, but you know, for you Frank lovers out there, because I know there's people who like Frank, like people like Momo. Momo's trash as shit. So if that's what floats your boat, man, you fucking go for it. Syria here, she let's see here. Her third skill, it increases the final skill power by 7.5 on branded enemies. That is fucking OP as a motherfucker. That's actually pretty fucking powerful. But I mean, if you didn't get the Noblesse Bloody Wings, definitely get this, because her soul gear right here is going to be awesome. But if you had to pick between the two, I would definitely still go with the Bloody Wings. The other one's her passive. The passive effects activated upon eliminating enemies, an additional increase of attack by 4% and dodge by 1200. So which is not really helping you too much. In PvE, that would help you for sure, but I don't like her area of attack as far as utilizing her for PvE. She's awesome on the boss battles because she can really fuck them up and do a lot of damage, so she's not bad that wise. But anyways, that's about all that they have going on here. What else did they come out with? These conversion tickets, I ain't really sold on those, because you're going to get diamonds from Battle of Honor, and I'd rather just save my crystals and just wait. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to convert weapons and stuff, I would just save in Battle of Honor. There's no point to buy those damn things. I feel like that's a waste. So anyways, that's pretty much our review right there. Look at him. He looks fucking OP as a motherfucker. I like the way that they changed Gillian's here as soul gear, so now he's actually drinking something and not drinking his damn sword. So don't know why Nexon loves this man so much, but he's pretty fucking OP. So I like their redesign of him. Maybe they can do that with some other characters too. Anyways, it's your boy Jake Gutta in the building, holding y'all down. Holla at your boy.